Hey everyone, Hoodie Figure here, and welcome back to another video. And today we'll be reacting to Goku versus Superman. Now this is technically a rematch because Death Battle has done this before, Goku versus Superman. So we're going to be reacting to the rematch. Let me know down in the comments down below if you want me to react to the original video, and yeah. Death Battle. That animation is sick.
Son Goku, Superman. It's time to answer the ultimate question, and we're taking it all into play.
We're examining Superman's extensive mainline comic book canon. Given Dragon Ball Super's contentious continuities, we'll include all three, just to be thorough, plus Dragon Ball Heroes.
He's with
Okay.
my boomstick.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle.
So not only are we going to be reacting to the fight, we're
Far
going to be
away,
learning
in
about
an
character.
enchanted land, an old master found a boy and marveled at his uncommon strength.
So I love
This
Dragon
is the
Ball,
story
man.
of Son Goku.
Chances are, if you've watched some localized anime, you can thank this guy.
Inspired by martial arts
Yep.
films and his wife's interest in Chinese culture, Akira Toriyama crafted the story and the character that would define generations to come.
Dragon Ball. Kakarot was born a low-class Saiyan on the planet Vegeta.
You know, out of all the anime I grew up watching, Dragon Ball was always my favorite. I know I said My Hero Academia is my favorite anime, but Dragon Ball is the first ever anime I've watched, so yeah, another fun fact.
Narrowly escaped its destruction by Frieza and was raised on Earth by happy old Grandpa Gohan.
Not just raised, but trained. Gohan began Goku's
First
teachings
name
in martial
Kakarot,
arts, which he would find to be his
age
true
40
calling under
years
the
old.
guidance of
Goku's
Master
40?
Roshi. Specifically, he learned the Kame-sen
Wow.
Ryu style, which focuses on discipline and tenacity, both of which strongly
Okay.
define Goku's character.
The more he learned, the more he wanted to improve. This little low-class monkey boy would prove that hard work and dedication can beat raw
monkey
talent.
what?
Within just a few years, he was so strong, the only worthy teachers left were gods. And a talking cat, but mostly gods. When you're training to dodge lightning, you know you're a few leagues over everyone else.
He did have a slight
Yeah, it's true.
advantage. Saiyans are naturally superhuman. They also take Nietzsche's famous words, "What doesn't kill you makes you
Dang.
stronger," very, very literally.
It's almost unfair how much of a boost in power they get after they're hurt.
While Saiyans like Vegeta may have abused this trait, it
Jesus,
suits Goku.
Krillin.
No matter how many times you knock him
Didn't know
down,
he had
he
it
will
in
get
him.
back
Just
up stronger
blast
than
that key
before.
It
blast
helps
right
that
through
he
his
knows so
chest.
many cool combat moves, like the Kamehameha.
An incredibly powerful technique that focuses
is a lot
one's
of
ki into a
flashing
single
lights.
point for a devastating beam.
So challenging, it took Roshi decades to master, but Goku got it in like 5 seconds.
It's incredibly versatile, with over
That's just
50
not
different
fair.
variations. For
Wait, so
example,
maybe
Goku
I can
curve
learn
the
it.
beam after firing, or even shoot it from his feet.
But unlike most Saiyans,
For real?
he doesn't just use ki
Didn't know
to
he
blow
could do
shit
that.
up. Moves like the Solar Flare, Energy Landmine, and God Bind require a lot more strategy and planning.
Because while Goku isn't exactly book smart, he is a genius when it comes to martial arts. He doesn't just train to conquer his opponents, but to conquer himself.
He's also got some different moves, like trapping you in a rice cooker.
Well, pretty much any container could be used for the
Damn.
Mothaba sealing technique.
You know you're
Then
doing
there's
something wrong when you get
Kaioken,
trapped in a rice
aka
cooker.
Instant steroids. Goku's multiplied his power by 20 with it before, and in a movie, he even got it up to times 100. What a badass!
The Genki
Dang.
Dama, or Spirit Bomb, is potentially his strongest attack, but it requires considerable time. Unlike instant transmission, which is a teleport that's instant. The way it works is Goku detects another person, like a sort of beacon, then teleports to their location by launching himself through an alternate dimension where time stands still. Yes, according to the
So
Daisenshi
that's how
guidebook,
it
it's
works.
a dimension hop. You can actually
I
see
thought he
this
just
in between
teleported,
spaces
but
in
no.
movies and games.
And the dubs wanted
He
us to
just
think it
goes
shot
through
Goku's
dimensions.
molecules around at light speed. Silly English.
The dubs did more than that. In fact, early dubs of Dragon Ball Z tried to rewrite Goku as a Superman figure. Even his famous speech on Namek about being the light in the darkness was originally about him coming to terms with his Saiyan heritage, accepting his anger and pride, avenging his people by defeating Frieza, and declaring himself the Super Saiyan.
Hell yeah. If there's any scene that deserves the word epic, it's when he went gold. Super Saiyan and its sequels
God, I
all have
remember
official
that.
power multipliers,
cool.
but they threw us for a loop by turning Goku into a god.
Super Saiyan
Oh, yeah.
God certainly changed things up. Goku gained Divine Ki, a pure form of Ki unspoiled by mortal hands. Unlike normal ki, it can't be detected and appears to have healing properties.
Kinda like
And
senzu
this is
beans.
where we
Did you know one
came up
senzu
with the
has
word.
so
Can
much
he
healing
beat
juice
Goku?
it can regenerate a person's lost limbs?
Oh,
They're missing out.
I forgot he had a
God Goku reached a
shotgun
level
leg.
of power that could compete with the greatest of deities, nearly shattering the whole universe with a single clash on his first go. Dragon Ball's cosmology is unique. This model is said to be an accurate depiction of Universe 7, but there's a wrinkle there. When all
Okay.
of humanity went to heaven,
Because Boo went berserk.
Fidel commented that heaven is just as large as a
Yeah,
universe.
out of all
and
the
Daizenshuu backs
characters
her
in
up.
Dragon Ball, I'm pretty sure
that's how
Boo
it
has the
makes
highest
land.
kill
So let's
count.
scale things up with that in mind. Doing so would make Universe 7 over 1,500 times larger than our own observable universe.
And
Wow.
Goku could destroy that much the first time he went God. And he didn't lose that power. He learned how to use it even better, even in base form. Now, imagine how much stronger he became when he stacked Super Saiyan on Super Saiyan God and became Super Saiyan Blue.
Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan.
Yeah, not saying that. Or after he trained with some
Yeah,
almighty
no.
angels. Or when he perfected the blue hairdo and stacked Kaioken on top
Yeah,
of
it's
that.
like when
Goku has
people
certainly
say
performed
like
great feats of God Ki,
SSJ4
breaking through
or
his time stop by forcing himself into the
SSJ2, like
future,
it's too
holding off
much.
Infinite
Just
Zamasu,
say
who was a
Super
sentient
Saiyan.
timeline, defeating Jiren, who shook the entire world of Void by just walking.
He even tried out Hakai, the
Jesus.
destruction god move that nopes you out of existence. Your being and your soul erased from all of time and space.
Culminating in his greatest form, Ultra Instinct.
Chrome Goku isn't a normal transformation, it's a state of mind. Ultra Instinct is the highest peak of martial arts, subconsciously making optimal choices because you're in the zone. Doing without thinking.
Something Goku has always been training to do. Technically, it can be used in any form, but when perfected, Autonomous Ultra Instinct makes you untouchable. No matter what comes his way,
I'm surprised
Goku will
Jiren
automatically
managed to
dodge,
hold in.
block, and counter to the best of his ability, even
like,
pushing his
anybody
body
else would've
well
been
beyond his
gone.
physical limits. So far beyond, in fact, Ultra Instinct can summon a massive avatar to defend him when his own body can't.
Okay,
That
so like
sounds
Naruto.
really intense.
It is, which is why he's developed incremental versions of it for specific uses. It's extremely difficult to maintain the full form for long.
Until you get to Dragon Ball Heroes, aka Dragon Ball fanfiction gone Kaioken times 1,000.
While technically a different continuity, CC Goku is functionally a stand-in for the mainline Goku. His history and powers are the same, making his story just as much of a what-if scenario as the multiple super continuities. The only real difference is Toriyama's not really involved.
This Goku used instant transmission
Okay.
to teleport through time and dimensions. He outsped a god who could see the future. He defeated Dark King
For real?
Fu, who was gonna rewrite
Jesus.
the entire universe. Hell, this series even makes GT cool. Xeno Goku can break
Alright, now
space-time just
that's
by
an
going Super Saiyan
accomplishment.
4.
Looking back at that goofy monkey boy chopping wood and punching dinosaurs, it's almost overwhelming to think about how far Goku has come, how much he's had to face,
But no matter the challenge, he takes it head-on and pushes through.
showing
Literally.
everywhere how to go even further beyond.
Plus Ultra. Wrong anime, I know.
Hey, wait. I'll match whatever's in your bank account, guys. Give me 2 minutes. Okay, so
Skip.
How
Okay.
to go even further beyond.
Plus Ultra again. And I think I grew up with Dragon Ball
Faster
GT.
than a speeding bullet. More powerful than a
Alright,
locomotive.
now for
it's
Superman.
a bird. It's a plane. It's Superman.
Geez, just a locomotive? People in the 40s needed bigger imaginations.
Born on the far-off world of
Yeah.
Krypton, the infant Kal-El was sent to Earth
Well,
by his
work with what
parents,
you got, I
narrowly
guess.
escaping Krypton's destruction. Raised by farmers as Clark Kent, he eventually became Superman, champion of the oppressed, the man of tomorrow.
If you've only seen the movies, forget him. Comic book clerk's
Damn.
not the perfect Boy Scout. And he's
Just let
definitely
go.
not Jesus. Wait, weren't the guys who made him Jewish?
Jerry Siegel and Joe Shuster were sons of Jewish immigrants and grew up in a time when anti-Semitism went largely unchallenged.
And then that ugly mustache showed up.
Understandably seeking escape from some truly terrifying horrors, the pair created Superman to be a simple solution to overwhelming problems.
A hero who could defeat any evil by just punching it. Hell yeah, that's how I live my life.
After almost 9
Adventures of
decades,
Superman isn't a
Superman
bad
has been
show.
many things. At the core,
I haven't
his
watched
story
all
is
the
one of
episodes
a
yet, but it's not
refugee,
bad
a child who
so far.
lost his home, left to the mercy of alien billion people. This new world accepted him, raised him, gave him a new home, because helping others in need is the right thing to do. That's
Wait,
why
does
he
that-
became a superhero. The
Wait,
first
So
superhero.
are we
Everything's
aliens
gotta
to
start
Superman?
somewhere, but he was the first one to really take
Like,
off.
when he first
I mean, not
arrived,
literally.
did he
It took a
consider
while,
us
actually, before he
aliens?
learned how to fly.
In fact, when Clark discovered his Kryptonian heritage, he struggled to accept it and subconsciously developed mental blocks, severing him from his true power, which he would uncover throughout his life.
He's strong enough to shoulder press the weight of the Earth for 5 days straight, or crush coal
Dang.
into perfectly cut diamond.
That's not how that works.
He's fast enough to reach the
It is in
edge of the
comics.
universe in seconds, or even break the bonds of infinity. Wait, he can do all that, but Batman can punch him out? Really?
You're probably thinking of Elseworld stories outside
That's
main
crazy.
canon like Dark Knight Returns. It's a good question, though. Superman's powers have fluctuated over time for a variety of reasons.
Sorry.
However, for Death
Where's
Battle,
Smack
we
and
take the
Batman's
characters
skin?
at their best.
Yeah, like how his breath is so powerful he can sneeze away a solar system, or blow air cold enough to freeze ghosts.
Speaking of, his
Ghosts.
X-ray vision doesn't just see through
Literal
walls. He can
ghosts.
see through your own body and mind to
That's
examine
crazy.
your soul.
And yet, he can't see through lead. That's okay, though. He can just burn through it with his face. Since he gets his power from the yellow sun, his heat vision burns with the fire of a star. And if beams aren't enough, he can blast it out of his whole body for a super flare. It used to totally drain him, but he's learned how to control it.
Simply put, Superman's
So why
powers
doesn't he just
defy
do that all the
physics.
time?
My favorite examples of this are when he rebuilt
Why
the
didn't he do
reality
that when
warping
Doomsday
miracle machine
showed up?
from memory, or punched Brainiac so hard every version of him felt it through all of time, or when he gained 10
Alright, now
years worth
that-
of medical training through only
that's
5 minutes
crazy.
of reading, and then
I've said it a
successfully
lot, but I
performed
mean
lung
it.
surgery.
Nice. My favorite example is when he smelled brownies in North Dakota from orbit.
Even beyond his powers, Superman is no novice when it comes to the intricacies of battle.
He's trained in Kryptonian martial arts, which uses G, or as they call it, Shriar. He even got summoned to Asgard to fight demons with Thor for 1,000 years.
Superman can resist being
find that
erased from
funny.
existence,
I know
such
it's
as
not
taking
talking about
Darkseid to
Marvel
Megabeast.
Thor, but
Even
I still
Retcon
find it
and the
funny.
Time Trapper, both of which hijack and alter timelines, can't touch him. Not because of his powerful mental defenses or healing factor, but because he's a cosmic linchpin in the greater metaverse.
Timelines literally revolve around him.
But let's address the S-shaped elephant in the room. You may have noticed we've covered a variety of Superman eras. Superman, and DC Comics as a whole, have gone through multiple retcons.
Golden Age, Silver Age, Pre-Crisis, Post-Crisis, New 52, Rebirth, and so on.
It would help to know which one is the
It's a lot of
main
versions.
Superman, right? Well, they all are.
Yeah, the latest reboots basically said everything in the main series is kinda canon, even when he had wacky powers like changing his appearance with a super muscular control. Ew, I guess he can still phase through almost anything,
that's-
even people.
Look, if you really dig
No,
into it, this
definitely.
isn't new. Plenty of characters have recalled events from supposedly retcon timelines before.
Yeah, post-crisis Soups did start as less powerful than in pre-crisis, but that was because of the mental blocks.
Though he's not a complete composite, there's so many other Supermen out there.
Oh,
Future
Justice.
Superman, Big
I played
Robot
that. Go
Superman,
check it out.
Commie Superman, Dinosaur Superman. There's a bunch.
Still, this new canon
Dinosaur.
has affected his abilities.
So-
For example, he and other
Alright.
Kryptonians can effortlessly
I don't know what I
travel through
expected.
time. And while Superman's powers stem from the Earth's yellow sun, exposure to a blue star increases them even further. In fact, upon visiting a white star, he attained a whole new level of power.
When that old baldy Lex teleported him to another galaxy, Superman just popped back up, saying space-time has lost its meaning for him. He really just said that.
Remember, Superman defies physics.
Like when he used heat
It's
vision
true.
to restart the universe
I've
by
heard about
making
some
an
of the crazy
all-new
things
Big
he's
Bang.
done.
We've seen that his universe has a radius of at least 100 trillion light years, but we can calculate a more exact figure. The DC universe is 15 billion years old and expands at 60
Wow.
trillion light years per half second. This means its radius must be over 50 nonillion light years across.
What? That's 31 zeros, and Soups helped make that happen.
Well, about 1/5 of it. That's still immense power, but if you want something bigger, here's the Anti-Monitor blasting Golden Age Superman with all the energy of the antimatter universe. And then
So
Superman,
Superman
you
is
know.
just built
Punched him so
different.
hard it kickstarted another one of those reboots.
Now, Superman does have weaknesses. There's kryptonite, of course, and exposure to red starlight can fade his powers over time.
Not all at once. He has been able to move planets around while under a red star. So
And everyone knows Superman can't deal with magic, but it's more accurate to say he doesn't have any special resistances to it. He's defeated plenty of magic users before, even Shazam.
Superman challenges the idea that absolute power corrupts absolutely. He's the goodest good guy of them all, but there is nuance to being good.
He's a
Even
super
if he
boy
is the
scout.
ultimate power fantasy,
That's what most
unstoppable
people call
and
him.
incorruptible.
Such as when he took on the World Forger, one of the most powerful reality shapers in all of creation.
Who was in the sixth dimension, crafting a whole new multiverse to replace the one Clark calls home? Who's gonna stop him?
Superman could, and the Forger knew it. So he was trapped on a world with a sun so distant he could never escape. Or so the Forger thought.
Instead, Clark found the strength he needed to fly at that sun, dip through a ton of stars, KO the World Forger, and shatter his new multiverse with a single punch. Because that's Superman, a simple solution to
Yeah, no, we
overwhelming
should be
problems.
saying
He's the kind of
he
person
beat
to save a cat from a
Superman.
tree, answer Christmas cards from strangers, and tow hundreds of planets to a new galaxy all in the same day. What's not to like?
Truth and justice has no better champion than the Man of Steel.
Do you want to talk about murder? Hey, before we go to bed,
Wait,
let's
what?
listen to some true crime.
Can't just say that. You can't
Better
just say you want to
champion
talk
than the
about
Man
murder
of
and...
Steel.
Bro, these ads
This
are
episode of Death
hand.
Battle is sponsored by BetterHelp.
Wiz, it's getting to be the
We can
holidays.
just skip this.
Today's
Oh, wait,
the day.
too far. Wait. Too
Com
far.
slash
I
Death
skipped too
Battle.
far. My bad. Okay. Now we're good.
All right, the combatants are set. We've run the data through all possibilities.
It's time for a death battle!
Alright, 16 minutes in, and we're finally into the battle. Alright. Now we're talking. God, this animation is so smooth. Look at that, bro.
Today's the day. We'll finally settle who's stronger.
If you say so.
God. They really just do go out of their way, huh?
You're holding back.
Dang.
Give it your all. No regrets.
I'm doing just fine.
Yeah, Superman would be the one to say that, wouldn't he? Oh, he's blue. Dabba dee dabba da. I said it once, I'll say it again. This animation, it's too good. Dang. Oh,
Oops.
crap.
Well, I guess we can wish it back later.
World made of cardboard.
All right. I'll show you just how
Sorry,
powerful
world
I
made of
really am.
cardboard. Whoa. Whoa.
Like a job, boys.
So I think we're getting sneak peeks into other universes. So that's cool.
Well, what do you think?
That was awesome. Nice suit.
Oh, thanks. Kryptonian fabric. My mom made it for me.
Ha, 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 ha.
Oh. Alright, now it's getting serious. Holy crap. Man, this Superman is strong, but what the mountains do? This music though.
Finally.
Oh, he's gold. This is so cool. Yo. Pretty sure they just broke reality.
Huh? Ah, darn it. Almost had me there. That was actually pretty fun.
Yeah, it sure was. But I'll be stronger next time.
I look forward to it.
Let's go again.
You're on.
Wow.
KO! That's it! The final, indisputable answer! Who am I kidding? People are gonna argue this one forever.
There's so many ways this battle
No doubt
could go,
about it.
especially with all the other continuities.
Yeah, for real. Goku would kick almost every other Superman's ass, except for the main one.
There's a lot to cover, so let's address the 5 categories most representative of this fight.
First up, strength. Both could hit hard enough to break or make their whole universe, or take it in stride, like when Superman got smacked by the whole antimatter universe.
At most, Dragon Ball's universe is 1,505 times larger than our own. But based on the DC Universe's officially established age and rate of expansion, it is 1.6 vigintillion times larger. Over a novemdecillion times more than Goku's.
At some point, you reach a number high enough that it just doesn't mean anything anymore. Anyway, Goku's obviously gotten stronger since the Beerus fight, even by billions or trillions of times. He's defeated Jiren, Broly, Moro, and Fu.
But even if we highball Goku by quadrillions or quintillions of times, the gap is just too much, especially with the World Forger feat. Not even Heroes competes with that. Superman takes the edge in strength.
But strength isn't everything. Let's talk speed. Both are obviously way faster than light, but Superman crossed that mega-sized universe of his in seconds and flew faster than infinity.
Makes sense, he can keep up with the Flash, whose speed is so ludicrous it's unquantifiable.
Don't count Goku out, though. Flying across the entire afterlife in base form and outspeeding Eos's future sight takes some crazy speed.
Fighting Zamasu as an
Dang right it
omnipresent
does.
merged timeline also implies immeasurable speeds.
That, combined with instant transmission and ultra instinct, could probably keep up.
Maybe. Quantifiably, Superman is faster, but both are immeasurable. The safest bet here is to say they tie in speed.
Especially when we look at skill. Goku's a martial arts master. He's definitely got better battle instincts. He wants to fight and is dedicated to his training, while Superman sees training as a means to an end.
Superman's knowledge in pressure point combat and Kryptonian martial arts are impressive, but he's only used them a few times. It would be disingenuous to say he's an equivalent master at them.
So Goku wins in skill, but not necessarily in experience.
Don't get it wrong, Superman is not a mindless brawler. He's trained with Batman and Wonder Woman. He's even defeated martial arts experts like Cobra without powers.
Goku has spent decades training, but Superman battled Norse demons for 8,000 years.
He's also astonishingly brilliant, like when he reassembled the reality warping miracle machine from memory. Experience obviously goes to Superman. But perhaps less obvious
Like, he
is our
just
last category,
remembered that off the dome.
powers.
Hakai, Spirit Bomb, Mafuba, Instant Transmission,
is
God
built
Ki, God
different.
Bind. How does Goku not win with those?
In Dragon Ball, Ki is dependent on physical ability, so it's different from magic. God Ki is simply pure Ki, and magic isn't an auto win against Superman anyway, whose greater strength could break out of something like the God Bind.
Mafuba and the Spirit Bomb would take way too long, and Goku's never successfully used Hakai before. Even if he did land it, Superman's impossible to erase from reality. Like, he's tanked Omega Beams, which do the same thing as Hakai.
Superman can time travel, countering instant transmission's
Okay,
similar
cool.
ability from Heroes. And regarding teleporting him to a red star, ignoring the fact that Saiyans can't breathe in space, though Goku's certainly tough enough to withstand a vacuum, instant
sorry.
transmission requires another person to
Saiyans
act
can't
as a
breathe in
beacon. He
space.
can't just warp to any red star.
So
Even if
Goku
he
has
did,
the power
Superman
to do
could simply
all of
fly
this.
away and find a blue or
but he
white
can't
star for
breathe
a
in space.
supercharge.
And Goku could not pull off the same trick twice.
Because he pull
as
that he
Superman could
before he
phase
just
through
holds
his
his breath?
attacks.
So, that's it then. Clark has too many
I've seen
counters,
him
so he takes
talk,
the edge in
so-
powers, and it's over.
Well, I think there's something else. Goku versus Superman breaches a broader zeitgeist. It's more than just two characters fighting. For a whole generation, especially in 90s America, superheroes represented an unyielding status quo. Spider-Man, Batman, Captain America rarely change who they are or what they believe in. For a lot of people, that's tiring, and Superman is an icon of that. Then along came anime. There was a whole other world of ideas and stories for us sheltered Westerners to experience, and Goku's an icon of that. So while many see this as a debate between characters, others see it as a debate of ideologies and culture. And if that's what's at stake, who wants Goku to lose?
You're sure you're not overthinking this?
It's not our intent, but it does call into question what we're doing. How can people agree with what we take as fact when fiction relies on interpretation? Are we stripping characters of their importance by simplifying them to contestants in a vacuum of violence? And if so, then what's the point?
Because it's fun, Wiz. Damn it, man. There's more than one way to appreciate something. We're having a great time talking about awesome characters and slamming action figures together. And that's okay.
Yeah, you're right.
I'm just saying, no matter who you prefer, that battle was super, man.
That's the worst pun.
What? It fits them both.
Holy
It's so
crap.
lame.
I don't see you doing any better.
I do the math. The pun's your job.
Well, maybe if you math as good as I punned, then Goku would have won.
What is wrong with you?
Wow. That was...
Hi, I'm Ben, the voice of Wiz. Thank you so much for watching. We are about to announce the next episode, but before we do that, if you're not a Death Battle member yet, click that join button below. See what you're missing.
Next time. Season 10 finale. Wow. The Galactus. Oh. Galactus versus Unicron. I hope you all enjoyed this very long... Oh, wow, 27 minutes. Let's hurry this up. I hope you all enjoyed this very long video. Make sure you like, subscribe, comment, share, and let me know if you want to react to more death battles. Because I definitely want to now. Anyway, that's going to do it for this. Yeah, you know the drill. Like, subscribe, comment, share with all your friends. I already said that. Later.